And honestly, even if for whatever reason, it doesn't it doesn't work out, right? I will still use it. I actually love it. I'm in it all day, every day. And that's the thing that I think helps me to know it and to adjust and to know what I want. Like the way I've designed it is the way I've designed it because I didn't know what to post. So I really had to sit and figure out what I wanted it to look like. Okay, in light of last week's episode, I'm gonna start doing more about showing you the ideas and the things that I create using AI, the systems, the way that I am working through chaos, working through overwhelm of things that I find. So the first thing is social media. Overwhelming. I don't want to swear just in case. I'm not supposed to, but it's really overwhelming. I started a business. I was like, what is this? Way too many things happening. So I'm going to show you the system I created using AI, using Claude. Now, I want to be really honest about this upfront and very clear. I love this. I use it all the time. So I am going to offer it when it's available in September. We are still doing testing. I actually decided to bring on a developer, and that's something that I just want to lean in with all the conversation around AI at the moment and lowering the barrier to entry for people who want to build apps and software. And something that I've learned myself with no tech background about building apps and software is you can absolutely build an MVP with little to no support. Like that's a definite. So I started this using something like a full, one of those tools where you add in the prompt, and found that it got really expensive. So I took it out and built it using Claude Code. Now I'm trying Codex because I found that the UI changes for Codex are better. So it does things a bit better. Interesting, because I know that I loved Claude Code up until now. I'm just exploring other options. But nonetheless, I did build this by myself with no tech experience, learned things off YouTube, literally just figured it out. Didn't think I'd be able to take it out of that software that I used to create it and managed to do that, which was great. Just learned off YouTube, honestly. But I will say this, I still think that there's a very, very definite need that if you have no tech experience and you want to create software or an app, to eventually bring on a software engineer, a full stack developer, someone with experience, especially for the security issues. For example, even with the content, I knew that I wanted to make sure that everything was secure. People are putting in their stories and their information here. So I did bring on a full stack developer, and that was a choice that I'm very grateful I did because he does so much work and stuff that I don't even fully understand, if I'm being honest with you. But I just think that I want to weigh in on that because there's a lot of conversation around us being able to build without the support of people from the tech industry. And at this point at where I'm at, I disagree. I think that we can build entry-level software MVPs. Absolutely. I built this out a lot, but there are a lot of issues. And I knew that if it was something that I was going to offer out to the world, it needed to be good. It needed to work. It needed to be reliable. And at this point in time where I am at, because tech is changing so much, but from now and compared to when I started in April, but I have found it amazing and very supportive to have a developer on board. And he highlighted so many security issues that existed. And also it would not be running the way it's running right now without him. So I do want to just say that. I just think that yes, we can create MVPs and I probably could have taken this out earlier, but then my concern was that it wasn't functioning properly. There were a lot of bugs and I was stuck in this position of trying to fix every single bug that came up while also trying to use it. And so I made the decision to hire someone to make that easier and to get through that process quicker, but also to make sure that it was a fully functioning, solid product. Again, I was also using it and getting really frustrated because there were so many bugs, but I'm going to show you. Okay, welcome to Stacked. Okay. Oh no, low battery. All right, we've got to be quick. So this is the Stacked dashboard. So right here, this is me, this is my brand and whatever. And this is the dashboard that I just fixed up. So you can see I've got an AI summary that just gives me a quick summary of what's happening at the moment. Now, this is a feature that I created where you can actually bank a story or ask the AI for help on a post. Again, this was really geared towards people like myself, people who are starting businesses who don't really know what content to create or how to create it. Now, this is what you put out and how it landed. So it just talks about your top 3 posts per platform, what's working, what isn't, and then it'll give you a breakdown per platform as well, which I really wanted so I could understand, and I'm learning the differences between platforms. Now, this is really cool. This is scraped information from everything that your audience is saying. Now, if you say like, I don't have an audience yet, I felt the exact same way. So what I did was I went and found other creators in the niche who I felt had an audience that I wanted to relate to as well, or that would be like, we would have things in common, right? Basically, I'm trying to find my people and trying to reach out to them. So this actually scrapes, you'll see here, oh, that's posts that we're tracking. This will actually scrape based on what's actually happening in a field. Now I need to fix that because you'll see that there's no what's working there. But even on TikTok, like I followed a couple of people, it'll talk about what they're asking and what they're worried about, right? So then I've got this. Now this section I love. So basically what I've implemented over here is we have a notes section, okay? So the notes section is where I will write my notes, my thoughts, my ideas, right? And then we can also see the notes that the AI makes for us, right? Preferences, everything. Like, so you can edit these and adjust them to impact how the AI works. But basically we have a story or a thought. So a story is like something that actually happened that I want to talk about, and a thought is actually something that's happening that like just a thought. So the reason this is important is because when you go to your dashboard, this will use the things that you've actually said, the thoughts that you've had, what your niche is asking, and what's already worked based on like the content that you have, and it'll come up with ideas. That's really the important part about this. It has so many points of data that we use to make really, not just make decisions, but offer ideas on what to post, right? Because I felt like that was something that I struggled with as well. Like, what do I actually post? And so this looks at everything and gives you suggestions, okay? So, and the thing I implemented as well, it does it per niche because every platform is different, right? They require different things. So that's kind of, and this is like a new feature I just built out. Right, then we have brand planning. Now the important part about this, I did design it so that people who manage brands can also use it. That's another option. You can see here, that's just a test that I did, but it actually comes with its own hub. So if you manage a brand, the brand can access the brand hub, and that's where they can see all the information. And this is all the settings of the brand hub. But this is the strategy page. So the strategy page is where we write our goals, right? And goals, our audience, how we want them to feel, what we offer, the voice vault, so what we would actually sound like, because the AI will use that as an example, as examples. And again, this is mainly for captions, right? Because again, it's really cool. And also, now the AI will use all this information. See here, it'll use all this and it'll use it in all of your work. So the AI here, over here, Tara, you'll see, she will actually use all of this in her work, right? So this is the post place. So this is where you keep all your posts. So this is where I keep all my posts, right? Now, the part I love about this is we do have form-specific planners. So if you're planning a long form versus a short form, this is like what a reel planner looks like. You can see here, you can plan out your whole reel. And my favorite part, your AI will hold the conversation for each one. So if you decide you want to go, like you'll literally see my whole conversation I had to get the AI to help me create this post. You've even got your written script, so what I planned to say, and then what I actually said. So when I upload that, for example, up here, because we can post it, this is an actual post that I posted, it will give me the scripts, because then we can write a proper caption. It'll give me suggestions on the caption. I wrote my own for this one, but if you want help with captions, it can do that. Then you can post it in the app, mark it as posted, post now, schedule it, and that's it. So the notes, you can tag your team, there's my editor, and that's how you can get that. So I wanna show you as well what a long form looks like. So you will see here short form. Let's look at long form. You can change it by status, right? This is what a long form planner looks like, because obviously for YouTube, it's a different beast. You can do your titles. My editor uploads a thumbnail so I can download them. You can actually do a design notes if you have someone that does it, or you can just upload them here. That way the idea is you can plan the entire thing, and the upload for me is seamless. So I literally do all of this. I will plan out the episode and then he will upload the script. So he'll edit it the way he finds it. So I will record an episode, then I will load it into the raw footage. And when he's done, he will put the final video and the recording transcript in there. Now, you can plan your call to action, your goal, your pinned comment. The AI knows all of this, so it'll help you do all of that. And it'll also look at what's performing. Like you can see here, if I say, look at my stats, it'll look at what's actually working, the pattern, everything, right? It'll factor all that in as we're creating. Then again, the script is here, planning view versus recording. So you can plan your script and then you've got your recording script. And the reason I did that is because when you write your description, if you put in your keywords here, like I don't have any right now, but if you do, it'll factor that all into the script. It'll look at your description and make sure that you include those keywords as well. So that's what I mean when I say different planners for different formats. And you can see, you can filter by status. So if something's ready to create, ready to review, and you can do it by format too. And you've got a list view, which I literally just fixed and did last night. And then we've got the notes, right? So we spoke about the notes. Then we have the workboard. So this is what I use usually to see where I'm at with things, ready to edit, ready to review. And the cool part about this is you can actually choose. So feedback I got from my editor, he was like, what am I supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? So here you can actually assign someone depending on like what your team looks like. And then the calendar, which we just fixed. Let's see what that's not what it's supposed to look like, but we'll fix that. So this ideas bench is gonna go down here and this calendar is gonna be bigger. So I will fix that. And then we have research. So the research is creators, right? So in this section, you can add creators that you wanna follow, and then it'll actually give you this information, which I actually love. What they want, where they struggle, and the recurring questions they have. And then it'll turn that into actual ideas for you. So questions, and then using them as ideas, and then it'll actually give you content ideas as well. So another thing is the analytics. So this is the analytics. So we can see everything from our account, everything that's happening. And again, something I have to fix, but we'll get there. So this is Instagram, and you'll see here, it'll give an AI analysis. So wins, what's working, it just takes a minute to load because it actually uses your real data. Yeah, see, that's an error, that's not working. But see what I mean? There's just bugs that we're trying to sort out before it gets released. But this one should work. So this one will give me an analysis. See, I've only posted 16. It's not gonna tell me yet the best time, but it will tell me the posting cadence and what's best based on what I've posted so far. I'll just wait for those to load. It'll tell you all your video views. You can change performance based on like engagement rates, likes, comments, everything. You can see all of that, which is really cool. And when, obviously, if you have more of an audience and they're saying things, this will actually scrape the comments of what people are saying. Here we go. So you can see the wins, opportunities, and then it's gonna give me suggestions on things to try. Even redoing content, which I love, right? Because I'm happy to do the same content over and over and keep learning from it. Now, the biggest thing, the most important thing, the thing that I've worked the hardest on is actually the AI. So this is Tara. I'm just gonna zoom in so you can see her. Now, she's already said, hey, I caught that thought about building with AI, finally feeling like, oh, this is it, want to work, turn that into something today. So you can see here that she's literally read my thought and she's actually giving a suggestion on content. So when I created her, the biggest thing that I wanted, or I know it's weird saying her, but I think it's just because the name's Tara. But when I created the AI, the thing that I wanted most was that I didn't want it to take away from our authenticity. I didn't want it to draft things and do like create 50,000 posts. That's not what I'm about. So the biggest thing that I wanted to do with her was I wanted to make sure that she was really supportive, gave great guidance, but had a really solid database of knowledge underneath everything that she did. So that's why we look at niche listening, like listening to other people in the niche. We do analytic listening. And the best part about this, the reason that I love this, the reason that I designed it the way that I did for the system is not only will she look at like what's doing well, but she'll look at the scripts itself and she'll learn how you write, how you say things, how you do things. And when she recommends things, it'll be aligned with your voice. So for example, if I say I don't like a certain CTA that she suggests, she won't suggest it again. But she asks really great questions. She knows the differences between platforms. So the next feature that I'm testing literally today, so I'll probably do another video for next episode, but the thing that I'm testing next is repurposing content, because I'm realizing that I can get a lot of ideas from one post. I can get a lot of posts out from one long form. But I also know that each platform requires me to show up differently, and that's what I'm realizing because I'm absolute shite on Instagram, guys. It is so aesthetic, and like, I like TikTok, I like YouTube because I like the idea of just showing up. I love like the aestheticness of Instagram. I just don't have time right now to do that. So that's one thing I'm learning, but I am trying. And something that I am doing now is I am going to try a tool that helps me to repurpose a script to align with a different format. And also not just formats, right? Niches, what's a niche saying? What's doing well in the niche? It factors a lot of things in, and I think it's that data that it remembers. And it also knows the context of what we're doing. So that's why I have the brand strategy in there, right? That's pretty detailed. Tara knows like who you're talking to, who you want to talk to, why you want to talk to them, the challenges that they're having, everything. It was kind of like stacking all those, that's why I called it stacked social, stacking all those tools that we have and turning them into one. So that's really where the thinking behind Stacked came from. the overwhelm, wanting to cut down to tools as much as we can, but also really using all those amazing layers of data that we have to make decisions, but also to just get ideas for content as well. Because again, as like a starter, as a founder, as like feedback I got from some women I was speaking to not long ago, they said like, as business owners, they don't know what to post. So I think that over time, as I build the data, because I don't have much data, so I would love to know how this goes for someone who has lots of data, because it's gonna take all that data in when you join. And that's the thing that I'm really keen to see, because I don't have enough right now for it to, like, for me to know. So right now I'm trying to collate as much data, which I'm just trying to post and see how it shows up and what happens, because that's how I keep altering the software. I alter it based on what I'm actually seeing, what I'm actually doing. And for example, the repurposing, I knew that the one that we had was not good enough. I wasn't using it. So something, and I'm gonna leave the episode here because it's gotten really long. But the biggest learning curve that I've had recently that I learned from Chris Roke on his YouTube channel, he did a sit down with people from Whisper, which I actually use Whisper in my work as well. And the biggest thing that I got from that, the biggest point was they actually test all their features, and they just said, if they don't use a feature, it's because they don't use it. Like, it's not that, like, they don't just chuck features on, they use it. And they see where they use it and how they use it, and that determines their product, and like their whole team use it. And I actually loved that. So that's the thing that I've kept in mind for Stacked. If there's a feature that I am not using, I've gotten rid of it. If there is a feature that I feel like could be better because I am not, like, it's causing friction for me, it's not actually doing what I want it to do, like it's not reaching its goal, that's how I adjust it. So that's really how I learn and adjust the software at this point in time with no audience, because, or no users, because I built it out for me. And honestly, even if for whatever reason, it doesn't, like, say, I don't know, it doesn't work out, right? I will still use it. I actually love it. I'm in it all day, every day. And that's the thing that I think helps me to know it and to adjust and to know what I want. Like, the way I've designed it is the way I've designed it because I didn't know what to post. So I really had to sit and figure out what I wanted it to look like and how it was going to cause me less overwhelm and less chaos, and help me to show up and post and figure out what to post as someone who's beginning. So yeah, woo, that's Stacked. And I will talk to you next week about how this repurposing content goes, because I'm not actually sure how it's going to work out. That's the thing with tech. You're kind of like going in blind, and it takes me, sometimes a feature could work really quickly and take me like, a day, and other times it could take me like a week. So I will let you know how the repurposing goes, because I'm going to use it today. Let's see. Wish me luck.